Monmouth County. Welcome to the first episode of the student-run talk show, the Tez Talk Show. This project has been in the work for 3 months now, but it's finally here thanks to the Brookdale student community. From lights to cameras and our writers, everything about this production is completely homemade and ever-changing and evolving. All you see here and all I share is original content that is sourced properly. But enough talking about the show, let's get to the video. Today's theme is how our environment made us, through the lens of my hometown, Neptune, New Jersey. Today, I will be interviewing 3 Neptune alum who have gone through different tracks in life. Our first guest today is a true shore girl that can cook like she's from the South. Kayla Lyons, a Neptune High School graduate raised in the community since she was a baby, as her mother is a very well-respected teacher and community leader. She's taken over the shore with a catering business, and she cooks as she creates and puts out weekly menus with different and delicious dinner options that perfectly combine the South and the shore. She's a culinary student at Brookdale Community College and is elevating her business every chance she gets. Now welcoming CEO of And She Cooks, Kayla Lyons.
Thank you. She said we're going to do this later. Okay.
How does it feel to be the first guest on my show?
Feels good. I'm nervous, but I'm excited.
It's okay. Just get out your system. Right. Shake it out. Come on. Okay.
I'm not nervous, but I just want to give all the right answers.
Yeah, I get it. So the main conversation today is about how our community made you and like the people around you. How do you think your community helped you to get to your business today?
I feel like coming from a community as close as Neptune, everybody knows everybody. It's kind of like motivation because I've seen so many people like before me do great things coming from a community that's kind of little, a town that's little, you don't know much about it, but we have a lot of talented people, a lot of inspirational people, so that's kind of just motivated me to be one of those people. And
who comes to your mind?
I'd say one person.
Yeah, one person.
One person. And it's crazy because he has nothing to do with me, but like the Vinnie Currys of Neptune, like people that really went somewhere and they can say that they're from the shore, it's kind of like a big deal to be somewhere else and be able to say like, I'm from Neptune, this is what I'm doing. These would be like the people that helped me. All of that's kind of cool because the town is very little, but it's a lot of talent.
Comes from there. Yeah.
Exactly.
So I know your mother's a teacher and she's like a great community leader. How do you think that she raised you and how that led you here?
My mom is like the main person like that's gotten me here. She is just inspirational in herself because she is a single mom, but she is like the toughest person I know. She always pours everything that she knows back into me, which I feel like has grown me into the woman I am today. It's just she never lets me give up. Like if I'm sitting there and I don't know what to do this week for a dinner, she is like, this is what you're good at, this is what you're gonna do, just listen to me, trust me, and it works out perfectly every time. I'm just grateful to have somebody that's like genuinely there.
I remember I actually went to one of her pickups. You're one of your original ones, right?
Yes, the first one. That was the first one.
Yes.
You were there.
Yeah, and her mom was there talking to me, handing out stuff, helping you.
Like working, like she was on the clock, like $20 an hour. She was just there just because she loves me, she loves what I do, she loves how passionate I am about it. She knows that I really want to do this with my life, so she's just there. And I'm appreciative. Every step of the way. It doesn't matter what it is. She's just there. Grateful for her because not everybody has it.
My mom came to the first viewing of this. Isn't that nice?
That's cute. Hi, Mom.
Yeah. So what made you think South?
My grandfather. Nobody knows. Most of my childhood, me and my cousins, we were down south. Like South Carolina, they ate turtle, squirrel, whatever they could find. I wasn't, but he always made sure that we ate great. We always had like the mac and cheese, the collard greens, the yams. And I feel like watching him, like a grandfather, really like get down in the kitchen, like not like a regular meal. It was like, I want to figure out how to cook like this. Or it was just like the joy on my family's faces. Like we love to eat. We love to eat. So it was just something that, okay, I can do this. It doesn't look hard, and it just ended up being more than I thought it would be.
It's so communal as a item. It's like it's its own art form, but it's also like for subsistence, and it's very elaborate in how we share it.
I say it heals. It really does. It really does.
Is that what you want your food to do?
Just make everybody happy. It doesn't matter what's going on, where you come from. Food is like, it's gonna make you feel good. Like, you're full. If the food is delicious, you're gonna just be like, that was really good. Like, it just makes you feel better, I guess you can say. But I just want everybody to have a taste of it and be like, okay, this is like really good. It makes a difference if the food is actually like good and it has love in it, because you can taste it. You can really taste it.
You can. I had her chicken parm. It was my favorite chicken parm ever.
That was so long ago. Yes.
Yeah, it was 2021.
2022.
Spring break. Yeah, it was really good.
My first dinner, Montez supported. I was like,
I was day
excited.
one fan, and now you're my day one.
Right, it's crazy.
Thanks.
Grateful, blessed, yes.
Full circle.
Full circle.
So I know you're in culinary school now. So, what have you been learning there that's been helping your business expand?
Just food safety in general. It's a lot of things that if you don't go to school, you won't know about the foodborne illnesses that come from properly cleaning food, to storing it properly, to just not doing a lot of things that you wouldn't know if you didn't go to a culinary school or like a hospitality class. It's just helping me keep my business where it's supposed to be so that nobody can say I'm not running it properly. Yeah. It's important. It's very important to go to school and know exactly how to handle food, raw, cooked, whatever it is.
I feel like now these days, like because of like the DoorDashes and like all the like ways people can just pick up food and like
exactly
quick orders, and also the frozen meals, I feel like cooking is starting to become a slightly dying art.
Yeah, you'll be surprised. A lot of people don't cook. It's not like a lot of people will say, I like to cook, I just don't. And it's just like, okay.
Because it's easier to...
It's 1,000,001 other ways to eat, yeah.
Yeah. So like, how do you like make sure that like that art is stay alive? I know you sometimes post cooking tutorials? Correct?
Yeah, on my TikTok, sometimes I do. Like, I'll tell people how to do like simple meals, because people overthink cooking a lot. It's like, if you want to eat good, you're going to pour your love into your food. You're going to be like, okay, this doesn't taste the best. It's not the best pasta I've ever had, but you worked hard to do it. So it's like, if you want to do it, you'll learn how to cook and it'll taste fine. It's just don't overthink it. Everybody can cook, I feel.
Everyone can cook?
Everybody can cook.
Yeah.
I feel like everybody can cook in some kind of way.
That's actually an overleaning conversation of this entire episode about because cooking is a form of art. Correct?
Yeah.
You believe that?
I believe that. Yep.
And so, do you believe that? So you kind of just answered it of like everyone can cook, but do you think everybody can cook good? Or is it? Do you think it's a part of it? Do you think it's like something you can learn?
I do feel like it's something that you can learn. You'll be surprised. Like, my professors that teach the actual culinary schools that teach people how to cook and different flavors and different herbs that go with different meats. It's just like, everybody can cook if you're taught properly. I won't say that everybody just comes out the womb just knowing different recipes and what goes well with what, but everybody can be taught how to cook. So I believe, yes, everybody's food can be good to somebody.
So you're more of a nurture than nature person?
Yeah,
okay.
definitely. People that sit and watch me cook, I try my best to like go slow, and they're like, I still don't get it, but I'm like, you'll get it if you really want to.
Very much a like, I can I'm like during like Thanksgiving or Christmas, I sit in the corner.
Yeah.
I'm that guy. I can't really help.
Yeah, no, that stopped about 2
years
years ago.
My thing is, I need directions. You know what I mean? Like, if you tell me, oh, do this, I can do it. But
or like the people that read the box as they're cooking. Like, I like those people because you're trying. You're trying.
I can read the box. I just, when it comes to like the can you do eye ingredients of like?
Yeah, that's.
Like, eye measurements. Can you do
eye measurements? It's just that's in you. Yeah, that's something that's in you. If you can cook and just eye measure everything and it turns out perfect,
how do you become
that's a
that
blessing.
Comfortable into doing that though?
Practice. Make my family try stuff before it even hits the internet. Like, it's just practice. Try it yourself. Don't just take everybody's word for it. Try your own food. And yeah.
So what does it take to make a menu for you?
I use a website. I use a website personally. I like my menus to look a certain way. I like them to be very bold, straight to the point. I don't want anybody to have any questions about how to order. It's called iMenu Pro. I just plug in what I'm making that.
Isn't there a website for anything?
It's a website for everything. You don't even have to ask anybody to make a flyer every week. Like, just do it yourself. That's one thing I learned how to do. I didn't know how to make a flyer, but looked it up.
Because when it comes to businesses, like, even if you're just making food, you have to learn basically every aspect of it.
Yeah, because nobody's really gonna reach out.
Is there anybody else that's helping you besides your mother?
My aunt owns a catering business. She's like somebody I look up to. It's called Chickpea Catering. She is one of the only black women around here that honestly she's a creative of everything that she does. Her food is delicious. So my aunt, Portia, she is definitely a big inspiration to me when it comes to just cooking and keeping everything how it's supposed to be. I always ask her. I'll sit on the phone with her for an hour.
Talking about
just talking, and she gives me the most genuine advice because she's done it all.
What is some advice for people that just want to start cooking? But they're just so scared, I would say, would be the word.
Just go for it. Like, I've been cooking for a long time. I don't think that I would have ever thought that I would start my own business and be able to give out meals every week, and everybody's been able to taste my food, like people I've never met before. I would just say go for it. If you feel like your food is good, ask your family, then ask your friends. And if you really see that it's bringing joy on people's faces, if your food can bring smiles, then you need to take it serious. You need to take it serious.
When during the summer, I was at this party in Shark River Hills, and just a basic white party, like the pool and everything, and then someone brought up your food, and I'm like, yeah,
wow,
she made it. Like, they brought it up like randomly. I forgot what exactly I was talking about Southern food, and they're like, oh, like Kayla Lyons, like, oh, I love her food, I want to order so bad. I was like,
yeah,
I'm like, you definitely don't know.
I love seeing other races talk about it too, because it is a Southern.
Yeah, and it's like that's the thing about culture and food, is that you can just expand. Like, everybody can eat food.
Exactly.
And then that's the way of sharing our culture.
Exactly.
And it's so inclusive.
I work in an all-white establishment. I have my customers now asking me to cater for them at their houses. It's just like stuff like that is a blessing to me, because a lot of clearly like Southern food is not associated with white Europe, like they don't.
Yeah, I understand.
So I like to branch out and get everybody to try, and they're loving it so far. So
that's great. That's great. Anything else you want to share with us today about your business?
I hope you guys get to try soon. It's called And She Cooks 0 on Instagram. But yeah, I'm very excited to just keep putting out new menus, new ideas, because I have so many. Like, I literally have like 100 and something menus coming up. So I'm not stopping anytime soon. I'm very blessed for Montez bringing me on here, furthering my platform. Yeah, that's about it.
Okay, thanks for coming on, Kayla.
Thank you.
Now for Charity of the Week. Bags for Change is a youth organization and charity recently founded by Neptune High School junior Emily Lang. The organization strives to ensure positive change within the community through donations, specifically in the forms of bags. The organization is volunteer-based and consists of a group of Neptune High School and Community High School students. They're currently working on a project for Jersey Shore University Medical Center through the program At Your Service, which assists in donating amenities to long-term oncology patients. Continuing with our Neptune alumni, there is one person who became a bit of an online sensation. Back in March 2019, he posted a short video of himself that went a little viral.
Want a beanie? I'm on my Chris Breezy.
After getting reposted by Chris Brown, young BM soared to new heights of popularity that were unimaginable for a starting artist like himself. He became so popular, his fans started a petition for him to play at 2020 Coachella. After taking a break from the spotlight, young BM decided to graduate early from high school and dedicate the last 3 years to his debut album, Graduation Date, in which he's here to talk about, now introducing the artist formerly known as Young BM, Yaah Allen. So why the name change?
I decided to change my name to Yaah Allen because I decided it would be more diverse, because I'm not just a rapper, I'm doing all types of music, and I thought it would be better.
Yeah, definitely. Like, your album, I wouldn't even just describe it as rap. It's very much like R&B and different styles.
Yeah.
So me and Yaah actually went to the same high school, but we never saw each other,
No.
which was very crazy. And I feel like his high school experience is one that a lot of people wouldn't say they had. We want to describe it to us?
It was cool. It was fun. Like I just remember I started doing raps like for like the ending of first semester of freshman year, and I just started posting them online, and then people started recognizing me for them, like people at school and stuff like that, and they got excited because they didn't expect me to start rapping, and that's just what it was like at school. They just always bring up the raps and stuff like that, and like it's fun.
Constant like people coming up to you and like, oh my God, it's Young VM, it's Young VM. Was it annoying or like did you appreciate it?
I appreciated it, but it was also like annoying too, like at some point, because I was just like I was a little bit shy during that time, so yeah.
I know, did that lead you to like, I know you graduated early.
Yeah.
So did that lead to that at all?
Yeah, it was also like during the pandemic, I was bored being on Zoom all the time. No, so I decided to like graduate early and take myself.
It's so understandable.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then right afterwards, you started working on this album.
Yep.
You want to describe like to people, because like a lot of people haven't made albums before. So what do you think is like the first step into getting into that?
I think the first step is like deciding what you want to talk about in the album. I decided that I wasn't gonna make like a regular rap album because I didn't really like relate to the rap that was coming out like at the time. Like even right now, like, I feel like a lot of it's like a bunch of drill or like New York rap or like talking about topics that I don't really relate to or nothing like that. So I wanted to talk about like what I was going through at the moment, like with high school and like figuring out what I wanted to do with the rest of my life, and I wanted to get like deep with the album.
Yeah, I understand. Like your style is very unique to New Jersey. Let's say I've been listening to I listen to a lot of like SoundCloud rappers around here, and they are very much like drill based, like very heavy, profane. Let's say they're very aggressive, and I felt like your style was kind of very like West Coast, and like it was more relaxing than like a lot of the music that comes out around here.
Yeah, that's intentional because it's just like it's not
different. It's different.
Yeah,
like it's very relaxing. I would say, who would you say like some of your inspos were for the album though?
I have so many different inspirations, but Kanye is like a big one. I like that he just makes anything he wants to. He's the most creative person.
Is that where the title came from? Like not like a ripoff, but like trying to think like of his album Graduation.
No, it just happened to happen like that. Yeah, I just remember I was like, it was in the middle of the night. I just was like, graduation date. That's what I want to call it.
Date?
Yup.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah, right after you graduated too. So like, you would say like the entire album is discussing like your high school experience?
Yeah, like high school and like beginning of college, stuff like that. Like it just talks about like me, like growing up basically.
Growing up, that's crazy. Let's discuss my favorite song from the album, You Never Learn.
Yeah.
I like there's this video that we're gonna show from your Instagram reels about that you make music for people who want to make something of themselves.
Yeah.
Only make music for the people who want to make something of themselves.
Why do you think that's important to you?
It's so important because I feel like a lot of the music that comes out now is like so low vibrational. It's just like sad or like just like negative and like just talking about violence and stuff like that. And I want to like put more positive music into the world, and I think it's so important that we lift people up with our music that we put out.
Yeah, no, that is very important. That is very. What other art would you say like inspired this album besides just simply music?
Art, different art. I don't know. I just like I like watching movies, stuff like that, stuff that move me. I like watching interviews, like a great artist that came before me. Like I don't know, I was inspired by just different people. Like not even just musical artists, but actors and stuff like that. Like I like watching them, like how they emote, and that's how I try to like emote inside my songs too.
No, I get it. Your music is very emotional in that degree of like all the experiences that you went into. Like it genuinely does feel like a graduation. Of,
yeah.
Like, the music that also came before?
Yeah.
Like, before this?
Yeah, before I was just doing like a bunch of freestyles like on Instagram, and they were just so fun. Like they were stupid, but
Yeah, this
I was just
like,
having
way
fun.
more deeper than like
Yeah.
the original content.
Yeah, exactly. I wanted to like show people that I could actually make a solid album.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How do you feel about like those days though? Like the meme days, let's call them.
Honestly, they were more fun. I'm not gonna lie. Like I just remember like writing raps in the middle of the class and like having people like come around to like look what I was writing about. And like I just remember writing every day after school. Like I just had so much fun just writing different freestyles, and I would just post them immediately after I was done. And like with the album, it's such a much longer process. With the freestyles, they were just so easy. I just posted them just right after I wrote them. Yeah.
But do you feel like this era of yourself is more? Trying to think of the word. More. You're appreciating this more. Like
Yeah.
the work that you put in here.
Yeah.
Because it takes more time.
Yeah, it took more time, more effort, and I'm more proud of this. Like, I want to be remembered for something more than just the freestyles and stuff like that. Yeah.
No, I understand. Do you think like when it comes to this type of like art and music that it takes natural talent, or do you believe that it's all about learning and discovering new avenues?
I think it's a little bit of both, natural talent and learning. I just think it takes gut from the inside, like to show up every day and write, because that's what I try to do. I just like write every day, try to get better and better and better. But I think people just naturally gravitate towards different things. Like the girl that came before me, when the interviews, like she naturally gravitates towards cooking, and I think I naturally gravitate toward the arts and writing and stuff like that. I think people just naturally gravitate towards different things. Like when I was a kid, I used to be writing like books for fun.
Yeah, and I know that the difference between you guys though that I find is interesting is that you're majoring in accounting, correct?
Yeah.
Why do you think it was important for you to major in something outside of the arts?
Because I like the business side of accounting too. I like learning about business and like how that works and like all those things. Because I don't want to just, because I feel like you can learn the arts like more like online and stuff like that. It's easy to like go on YouTube videos and learn like how to draw or like how to write or how to sing. But with accounting, I think I need more structure, and I think school is a better like structure for that than just looking online, because it's just harder to focus when you're just watching stuff online for something like that.
Okay, thanks. That
Yeah.
was great.
Thank
you,
you.
man, for coming on.
No
It's been
problem.
an honor. Like you're really beginning your journey as your first album. Is there anything you want to announce with our audience today?
Yeah, I'm gonna be dropping like a little bit more. I'm gonna be dropping like a deluxe album, like probably like in March.
March?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys heard it here first. Yaah Allen is releasing his deluxe album sometime in March. Okay,
Yeah.
great to have you on, man.
Great to be here.
For our final guest, we have Jermany Orienza. Jermany is a multi-instrumentalist who drums, with the drums being his primary instrument, while also playing guitar and bass. He plays in a plethora of bands including Food Fight, The Vibratones, All Right, Inertia, Corner Store Bench, and our musical guest this episode, Personal Space. Jermany teaches students all the instruments he knows and also plays many gigs at Asbury Park Stone Pony and Asbury Lane. Now welcoming an old friend of mine, Jermany Orienza. 6 bands?
6 bands, yeah, 6 bands.
So is that like tiring? Like how does it work as like a music artist that you have to like commit yourself to 6 different bands of different genres?
So for my primary band, Personal Space, I call that my primary band because I started that when I was 9 years old, with the rest of them around 9 or 8 years old. And I met Eric Jones, who's in my 2 other bands, Food Fight and All Right. And getting to meet him, he brought me into a scene with a lot of other musicians. And there's a lot of people to ask from, and it was so easy to find the bands. And I wasn't much of a school person, I was all music. So I would just focus on that more than like my homework and more than attending school. And I was able to create the time for it. Now that I'm out of high school though, 6 bands is nothing for me because my parents want me to pursue music as well. And I don't have to worry about college right now and have all the time to practice with them and play the shows.
I remember once, there was one week in school that Jermany was gone for an entire week because he was going on tour in Philadelphia? Pennsylvania, sorry.
I played a show in Philly with Food Fight, But last year I did go on a tour. It was a 4-day tour, but 2 of the dates were still New Jersey, but we still had to travel to Fayetteville in North Carolina. And then right after that, we went to Maryland, Frederick. And it was a lot of experiences there, but it was fun. Like, it was really fun. That was like my first taste in like the real music world, having to go out there and stuff. And with the tours, I still was able to release more music with my other bands and stuff and join new ones and start teaching students, and it's all fun. I love music so much, you know.
Do you deal with like any type of like performance anxiety before, say, like a performance or anything?
I don't think it's performance anxiety. I think it's just I'm so excited to play. I'm always like pacing around the room, and I'm not scared because I trust my musicianship and ability to perform and entertain the audience. It's just that I can't, like, when you wake up in the morning for a gig, you know you have to wait like at least 8 hours until the gig starts, and you just want to get right into it and show off and show your skill, you know?
Yeah, I completely understand. From like my time as an athlete, like when I was doing track, it would be mostly like I wake up and then it would be like waiting basically my entire day just for me to run 2 minutes. But like just waiting for that moment, it's like, it's not even that you're scared about your performance. It's just like, will I do it good this time?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Which is so, because you can prepare all you want, but there's only that moment that you actually perform.
Yeah.
Such a crazy feeling.
Mm-hmm.
So like, talking about Neptune now, because you know that's what this whole panel is about. How do you think like growing up in such a diverse community with all these different types of music genres help like change you and like help develop your sense of music?
I think it helped me just go out more. I was very like shy at the time, and that's really hard in the music industry because you have to work with other people. And I got to meet different kinds of people coming from different kinds of culture, with music being different in all those cultures, and it definitely gave me more perspectives on music as a whole. It used to just be like this one genre and the band has to look exactly like this, but being in a diverse community in town, I realized that you can have a band of any sound and any looks, and it definitely developed a lot of connections for me too. I really was based off of one music academy, Lake House, and even though that's in Asbury Park, I figured out about it in Neptune through all the people that live here, and if I didn't join Lake House, I don't think I would have
be where you are today.
Exactly, yeah. So growing up in Neptune, it's definitely awesome, and you get so many cool like different perspectives from these people, with them coming from different lifestyles and stuff too. And I feel like I was able to make something out of nothing by living here, you know?
That's great. That's really great.
Yeah.
Like, I know that this area, Monmouth County in particular, is so rich music-wise. Like, you have so many opportunities, like to go to the Stone Pony, Asbury Lane. I know Red Bank has its own little community when it comes to music. Who would you say is like your main like local inspiration when it comes to music?
Local inspiration?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's really tough because I'm friends with so many of the bands now, and it never used to be like that.
It's just such a rich community. I would like, not even that this person's the one above all, but like this person helped me, you know, move forward. Like who do you just want to call out?
I would call out Personal Spaces teacher, Ray Sui. He's in like a bunch of bands too, which I got inspiration from that. But he's actually a musician that has made it. Like he used to tour Europe and stuff and play like these big venues, like these stages that I dream of playing one day.
It's so crazy. Like just going around Monmouth County and just talking to people, you'll like realize their little stories. Like there's this person I know, it's that works at a local Subway.
Yeah.
Dude performed in London for a musical for a few days. Like that's crazy. It's interesting, and like because of how music gigs and culture works, they have like multiple jobs. Like I know you used to work at Cone Zone for a bit. It's just like they all work. It's not just music is 100% their life all the time.
Yeah.
They have like these other things that help keep them grounded.
Yeah.
So do you guys? So I know that you brought in Personal Space today.
Mm-hmm.
So can you tell us what song you guys are gonna play?
We will be playing 22, which is an original we just released like a few months ago. It's on an EP called Third Degree Burn. So there's 2 other songs on it, but 22 is one of our personal favorites, and it has like pretty much the sound that we want to, you know, present the most. So.
Okay, well before we get to you guys, is there anything you want to promote before that we show off?
All I would like to promote is just the New Jersey scene as a whole. There's so many awesome bands. We have Soup, Indigo Sky, White Wing, Bad Parenting, lots of cool bands, and I'm in a lot of them too myself. So you guys should check them out. And yeah, Vibratones, Food Fight, All Right, Corner Store Bench, and I'm gonna be in lots of more bands in the future. And I teach lessons as well for guitar, bass, drums, and songwriting lessons. So
All information you can find in our description.
yep, there you go.
Okay, let's go in here, personal space.
Give me one little sign that you meant anything that you said. Tried to be important to you and lost myself in all of your bloodlines. I think I'm losing my mind, can't find it ever since you left me used. What's the point of trying? You don't see me. Help, set me free from all your stabbing pain and shedding misery that you brought me. She said you knew her inside. Funny when I know you were with me. Oh, you just never changed. Lost everything I gave. Oh, finally free from all your stabbing pain and shedding misery. Oh, you brought me nothing. Help, please, finally break free, free up your misery. Can't you see it isn't working? Are you helping? You didn't help me. You don't control me.
That was incredible. That was Personal Space, everyone. You can listen to them now on Spotify, Apple Music, and anywhere music streams. I hope that you will leave here today gratified, motivated, and exhilarated from this exciting episode. So many people following their dreams. Thank you for watching the first episode of the Tez Talk Show. Please like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And follow us on Instagram, X, and TikTok. Have a good day, everyone. Ta-ta.